man had left his home planet to begin a translunar flight through space.
Mark Rober quit his dream job at NASA to pursue YouTube. But why would a mechanical engineer that helped send a rover to Mars throw all of this away to start making videos for the internet? At first, it seems ridiculous, but with a closer look, you'll come to realize that Mark knew something that nobody else did. Something that helped him take over the internet and make millions of dollars.
3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
Mark Rober, he used to work for NASA. Now he has his own YouTube channel.
Hold up, I quit my dream job at NASA to make YouTube videos.
I love NASA engineering at work. This is amazing.
Okay, so there is no doubt that Mark Rober is one of the most successful creators on YouTube. Currently, he has 19 million subscribers and over 2 billion views. And he generates millions of dollars every year from YouTube ads alone. There is something incredibly special about Mark's journey and his business strategy. So I spent hours researching Mark to find out what it is that makes him such a successful entrepreneur. And to really understand his astronomical success, we need to rewind. It's the year 2004. Mark Rober had just graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering. Mark immediately got his dream job at NASA working on propulsion technology. And while here, Mark Rober actually ended up working on a Mars rover. Wait. No, it's not possible. Oh my God. No, but really, Mark spent 7 years working on the Mars Curiosity Rover. Mark was living his dream. However, on October 30th, 2011, Mark Rober decided to do something that would change his life forever. He posted a short video to this new little website called YouTube. Mark had cleverly engineered a Halloween costume that made it appear like he had a hole in his body by using 2 iPads and FaceTime. This video went completely viral. It gained 1.7 million views in only 3 days and was on the front page of CNN. This experience proved to Mark that there was a demand for science videos on YouTube.
What I learned basically from this experience is that I liked this feeling of putting something out there and having people see it and sort of getting that feedback and making it feel like, you know, your creative efforts were appreciated. So I decided every month I would try and put out a YouTube video about a creative idea.
And so that's exactly what he did. He posted a video every month with a similar style. And these videos got views, but they never went viral like his first one. That is until he posted another Halloween costume video 1 year later. But this time, Mark Rober had a plan. He understood the value of having that much attention on a video, and so he decided to take advantage of it.
So for this year, all you'll need is some kind of Apple or Android mobile device, sorry Zach, that can download a free app called Digital Duds that I created with some buddies.
Mark created a free iPhone app for the animations and sold $20 t-shirts to go along with them. He spent $0 on advertising, but his video gained 1.6 million views in 4 days. Mark had made his money back in just 8 hours after launch and did $250,000 in revenue in just 3 weeks. Because of this success, Mark decided to make the decision to quit his job at NASA and pursue YouTube and this venture full time. Later, Mark ended up selling the business to a costume company for an undisclosed amount. But Mark continued to upload a video to YouTube every month, some much more successful than others. His video Skin a Watermelon Party Trick hit 22 million views only a week after posting. His Glitter Bomb video generated 25 million views in just 1 day. And in 2019, he partnered with Mr. Beast to plant 20 million trees. Mark Rober has mastered creating educational and entertaining content. Mark now averages 27 million views per video and has a large catalog of videos on his channel that generate 2 million views per day, resulting in around $500 to $8,000 in daily revenue. But I want to dive deeper into the reasons why he's been able to be so successful and make millions. There are 4 things that Mark Rober does that are key to his success, and the last one is debatably the most important. But first, one of the main pillars of Mark Rober's success is his creativity. I'm so fascinated with Mark's ability to come up with such creative and elaborate ideas. He has literally mastered the art of creating viral content. No matter who you are or where you're from, you want to see the world's largest water gun or the world's largest toothpaste explosion. These ideas are so big and crazy that they appeal to everyone. It's obvious that he's a creative engineer, but it actually goes much deeper than that.
And they're kind of like, oh, you make great builds. And it's like, I'm an okay builder compared to like other people. Like, I'm actually not that good. But the one thing I think that maybe is a little bit of a special sauce is like framing the story, coming up with a cool story, and just telling that story.
Mark Rober is a master storyteller, but none of this would matter if it weren't for the fact that Mark works hard and smart. Mark puts in the work needed to make his videos and other projects great.
But this is a great example of like when I told people I did this and I released a video of it, you know, people were like, wait, so like you were crouched in the bushes for like 10 hours, like videoing cars and stuff? And I'm like, yeah. And for a lot of people, they're like, you're weird, you're crazy. But that's sort of the point. Like, part of the creative process is just putting in, you know, the elbow grease, putting in the time.
Unlike most creators, Mark Rober doesn't do a podcast or sell merch. He doesn't do other things to bring in revenue. He dedicates all of his time to YouTube. He understands that YouTube is providing the greatest returns, so that's where he allocates his time and energy. And the reason that Mark is able to see such insane returns is that he knows how to ride the wave. Being an entrepreneur is in some ways like surfing. Finding the right wave at the right time is vital. Choose the wrong one and you will fall short. But if you choose the right one, you can see massive returns.
And absolutely it compounds, right? Because now when I put out a video, I mean, it took me 6 years to get like 300,000 subscribers. And now when I put out a video, I get an increase of 300,000 subscribers in like 2 days. And so that's the thing, by just investing in my own brand, in my own channel, eventually people are like, oh, I really like this video. Well, let me see. Holy cow, I like this video and I like this video. So I'm building this back catalog that will like continue to be passive income for a really long time, right?
Mark Rober was able to catch the YouTube wave at just the right time. And as a result, he sees insane returns. He hasn't uploaded a video in about a month and his channel has still gotten almost 60 million views. That's upwards of $150,000 in ad revenue. And of course, luck played a part in this, but luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Which leads me to my final point in the secret sauce to Mark Rober's massive success. It's something that he coined the Super Mario effect. In 2017, Mark Rober created a game and told his YouTube subscribers he made it to prove that anyone could learn to code. But what he didn't tell his subscribers is that he distributed 2 different versions of the game. Half the people would play version A of the game, where when you lost, an error message appeared and told you to try again. The other half would play version B. The only difference with version B is when someone lost, they were deducted 5 points from the 200 points they were given at the beginning. When Mark finally got the data back from this experiment, he was stunned. The people that played version A with no penalty of losing had a success rate of 68%. But those that played version B and suffered a penalty for losing only had a success rate of 52%. Group A, the people that didn't see failure in a negative way, had 2.5 times more attempts than Group B. And as a result, they learned more and had more success.
So if you think about that and sort of unpack these results, the trick to learning more and having more success is finding the right way to frame the learning process. This is what I call the Super Mario effect, focusing on the princess and not the pits, to stick with the task and to learn more.
Mark Rober has mastered the concept of life gamification. Throughout all of his different ventures, he never let failure stop him. He analyzed why things happened the way they did and made sure to learn from those mistakes and try again. I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned from researching Mark, to make sure that I'm focusing on the process and the journey of starting this YouTube channel and business. It has never been about the money for Mark Rober. It's been about the journey. He assumed huge amounts of risk and encountered failures, but he never let those failures or the fear of failure stop him. Because of his creativity, work ethic, ability to ride the YouTube wave, and the Super Mario effect, Mark Rober has been able to impact the world and make millions.